All right, we are back after a little bit of a break. Thank goodness. All right, linear inequalities. Don't forget hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, all that good fun stuff. So these directions don't make sense until we start doing it. Okay. Now we are going to shade above the line if it looks like the y is being eaten by the inequality sign. Okay. We're going to shade below the line if the y is not being eaten. It's going to have a dotted line if it's like this, and a solid line if it's like this. All right. So used to you would have something like x is greater than 3. You know, we'll see that x is being eaten, so we would shade to all the numbers that are bigger. Okay. Well, all of our y's are going to be above it. Okay. And same thing, shade below. This right here, this is like our open circle, and this is like our closed circle. Remember, open circle or dotted line is friend zone, closed circle is relationship. If we're solving for y, make sure that if we multiply or divide by a negative that we flip the sign. Okay? Super important. Muy importante. Okay? All right. So, I, well, I actually got kind of excited when I heard the pencil hit the floor from it being thrown because I was really expecting somebody's eyeball to be skewered. No, that's no. Well, full palm. Okay. All right. Anywho, let's move on. So let's look at this. Here's our inequality right here. This is what we're looking at. Okay. Now, does this have a line underneath it? No. So this is going to be a dotted line. Okay. Is the y being eaten? Yes. So we're going to shade up. Okay. What is our b? What is the number without x? 1. What is our m? What's our slope? Yep, 2 over 1. Nice, because that means we're going to go up 2 to the right 1. Perfect. All right, so when we start graphing this, we go over here to the line. Okay, we start right here. We're going to go over 1, up 2. Wow, that's just can't have nothing on a Monday. Over 1, up 2. Now, I doubt people remember from when we were doing this in Unit 4, but if you actually were to graph it like this, that's fine. Okay, because technically it's dotted. It's like here's the boundary. I've had some people that they will draw a line and then erase back through it. I'm not super picky. I just there needs to be a definite difference between this and this. Okay, there has to be some type of defining thing that it's different that I can tell if it's solid or dotted. Okay, and I think on this test I don't actually have you graphing this as much. Main reason why, like for instance, y'all are taking the pre-SAT. Do you have to graph on that test? No, but do you need to know what the graphs look like to get the right answer? Yeah. Okay, so that's why I'm teaching more of the concept of this. Okay, so not bad for our first one. All right, any questions so far? Anybody super lost? Anybody wishing that they were not here this morning? What? Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day. It's, I don't know. I do know that instead of us getting, other schools got like Friday off today and tomorrow for their fall break. Y'all, we get a full week. I mean, it's six of one, half dozen of another. Yeah. But we also started a week before a lot of schools did too. Yeah. So it's like it's, you pick the lesser of two evils. All right. Let's look at number 2. Can we graph this as is? Okay, yeah, but let's wait. Is this like in this form? Okay, no, we got to have y on one side by itself. Okay, so let's subtract this 3x from both sides. All right, now, excuse me, I can't have this y be a negative, remember? So we're going to divide everything by -1. All right. Now, what does that, we divided by negative, what does that do to our inequality sign? Yeah, it flips. Okay. Now, granted, yes, we could have answered the solid or dotted before that, but that was about it. Now we can answer all of our information that we need to do our graph. So, solid or dotted? Solid, because it has a line up underneath it. That's like the solid circles. All right, which way are we going to shade? Up or down? Down. The y is not being eaten. All the y values that are less than our graph are going to be below it. So that's why we shade down. What is our b? -6. And our m, 3 over 1. That means over 1 up 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3. All right. So solid line. What? Apparently, I was trying to graph whatever the heck that is. Rectangle. Come on. More better. Shapes line. I think this stuff resets when I don't use it a lot. All right. Oh, we didn't go back to this one. We forgot to shade. We'll do it in a second. All right. So when you shade, there's a couple ways you could do this. I personally would go from the line like down, like this. Okay. Now, I do have some people that they love to shade and they go like kind of crazy on it, where they do like all this right here. Okay. Either one is fine. Okay. Either one is fine. I have some people that they do a highlighter, like they'll go like this. Bless you. They highlight and then kind of do like that. Just something to make it stand out. Okay. And the reason, look, we shaded below it because all our y's are less than it. If this is a -6, which is a y, where's the y's are less than it? Below it. Okay. Up, had to go back up here. This has to be shaded above. So just some type of. And it doesn't matter how clean or messy. Now, if you're one of these people that love to do this, that you love to write very small, okay, and you do little bitty lines, remember, Mr. Jeffries is getting a little old. You're going to have to, make it pop a little bit for me to see it. Okay. So that's 1, that's 2. Literally, the only really new thing we're doing is either having a solid or dotted line, and then we're shading. Not bad. I mean, it could always be worse. I could have made it a lot harder for a Monday after a break. I mean, I wouldn't want to. All right. Number 3. Can I graph it as is? No. I need to get y by itself. Y is being divided by 3. What's the opposite of divide? Multiply. So when I do that, now, some people can leave their problem like this and get the same answers. Some people have to write it like this. They mean the same thing. Okay? Because either way, is this going to be solid or dotted? Solid. All right. In either instance, is the y being eaten? Yes. Okay. So either one, we're going to shade up. Here's the tricky one. What's our b? What's our number without x? 0. Yeah. We actually had multiple zeros. And our slope, or m, is going to be 3 over 1. All right. Over 1, 1, 2. Whoop. Solid. Okay. 2 arrows. And then to shade this right here. All right. Now, here's the deal. We're finding all these shaded areas. These are possible answers. Okay. Basically, think of it like this. People or points that are in the shaded area are invited to the party. Points that are not inside the shaded area are not invited to the party. Got a little chuckle. Or they bought tickets to the game or didn't buy tickets to the game, whatever it takes for you to, understand. Okay. Are we good with number 3? Anybody need more time? Okay. All right. Now let's go the opposite way. We're going to be given a graph. We need to write the inequality for it. Okay, let me get zoomed in here really, really good. That's pretty good. All right. So let's answer the same questions we have been answering. Is this solid or dotted? It's solid. So we know we're going to have something with a line underneath it. Okay. Which way is it shaded? Above or below the line? Below. So that means the y is not going to be eaten. Our b is right here, which is and our m looks like it goes from here to here. Okay, I get that all the time. So, all right, look at the graph. On the little grid, you're actually looking to see where, because it touches right here again on the little background grid. That's the actual point, because all these are like in betweens, right? All these are decimals. Okay, so this looks like it went over 5, up 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is 3. Yeah, that was a good question. The question was, how do we get the little other point for the slope? And there we go. So not too awful bad. Now, if somebody did not make a really good copy for a handout for you, it might be difficult, right? I don't know anybody that may or may not make good copies for people. Hey, Snacks, why didn't the jack-o'-lantern go watch the scary movie? That's right, it didn't have any guts. Didn't have the guts. That was I like that. All right, so let's move on to this one. Is this one solid or dotted? Dotted. Okay, it's kind of obvious. It's got little breaks in it. Now, on the line, if I'm on the line, which way is it shaded? Above or below? Above. All right, we're zooming in. All right, this looks like -2 is my B. And where, okay, over here is where it crosses again. So it looks like I went over 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So y greater than, no line underneath because it's dotted. It's greater than because it's shaded above. 4x minus 2. Tons of fun, isn't it? Just absolutely just awesome time. I mean, I'm so glad we're doing this instead of, watching some show or movie or the backside of our eyelids. Or hosting somebody's birthday. Okay. Technically, it's somebody's birthday every day. All right. Determine whether the ordered pair is a solution. This is very similar to what we've done before. Okay. This is our X. This is our Y. So we're going to plug these in. Let's see, 1 plus 2 times 4. Is this greater than 5? Well, 1 plus 8. Okay. Is 9 bigger than 5? Yeah. So basically, we're just going to say yes. Now, you could have done all that on the calculator. Not when I say that. Let me be more specific and less Atlantic. This part you could have done on the calculator. All right. Determine which of the ordered pairs of the linear inequality are solutions. Oh, words are hard. All right. So let's graph this thing first. First of all, is this going to be solid or dotted? Mm-hmm. It's going to be dotted. Which way am I going to shade, up or down? Shade down because the y is not being eaten. My B is 3, and my M is, all right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right. So there's our dotted line. Now we have to shade below it. This is why I said you may want to like do it kind of lightly. Okay. Bless you. So now we have to see which of these points is in the shaded area. If they happen to fall on the line, we can't include them because it's a dotted line. Remember, dot is like that open circle, friend zoned, recognized but not included. Okay. So let's see, -5, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, that's in. Okay. -2, 7. -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 0, 0. Yeah, that's in there. 0, 3. All right. 0, 3 is on the line, but the line is dotted. Do we circle it? Is it included? No. Okay. 2, -6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And 5, 8. Yep. That's it. All right. This is actually, we're going to stop the recording the lesson. I'm going to let the in-class audience actually practice on the next two things on their own, but that will be okay. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Stay farce. Good stuff. Good things. Roll Tide.